Hello to you beautiful people, welcome back to Christmas Countdown. Today is day 15. Now, the original premise behind this video was that Costa weren't doing all of their regular festive drink flavours at Costa Coffee this year. And my mum was very sad about it because they didn't have the Black Forest. So I was like, alright, what if you do a video where we make our own? But then one day I walk into Costa and I see this sign. People complained enough online about it that they actually brought them back. But I'm doing the video anyway because most of it was already recorded. And we already brought the drinks. Before we get into that, here is the Fortnite Advent, you can't see behind me, the Fortnite Advent Calendar and the Winterfest Lodge. Day 15, we will have... Not Red Nose Raider, this is the other one, the male Jonesy version of it. Red Nose something probably. That's one I don't remember the name of. Now, onto the Winterfest presents. The third gift. Now, I actually want to mention that the Winterfest Lodge has been changing every day. So here's day 2. The only thing that changed in day 2 was the fridge. I'll say the fridge has been changing every day. And also that's where the pizza slice was yesterday. But if you go to the lodge today... obviously Guff isn't right here anymore. He's in the back over there. So firstly, if you open the fridge, it looks like this now. There's boiled egg, slap juice, water, ice lollies, all that stuff. Okay, I've also noticed, right, I've completely forgot to mention this, but sorry the recording's a little bit framey. I've never recorded Fortnite on my computer before, and I completely forgot about it till now, so after this, it'll be fixed on all the other days after this. My bad, I completely forgot about it. Yeah, Guff's here now. He does the same thing, but he's just sat here. And one last thing, for your quest for the pizza, you go to this side, and it's right here. You get 10k XP, and you get the quest. So I imagine if you get 10k XP specifically for that as well, you might also get it, like, if you keep getting them every day as well. I'm not sure how it works, but I'll inform you tomorrow. I guess we'll find out tomorrow since the quest is done. Because that was the 3rd out of 3. Let's see if we get any good XP. 10. Yeah, presents. I think the big green one is catching my eye. Okay. Oh, save for last. I just read. Okay, that's interesting. What does the Guff one say then? Oh, he just does that, doesn't he? He doesn't say anything. Okay. Do the gold one then. Can't tell what that is still. I think they used to make noises. I don't know if it still does that. The har har har. Can't really see the top there. I think it's like Santa or Sergeant Winter laughing. It's from Sergeant Winter. Thank you very much. Got a glider. Very poggers. That was day 3. Yeah, with all that being done, I'm going to show you all the clips of me trying the hot chocolates. Then I'm going to tell you my rankings of them all in order afterwards. We have milk chocolate, double chocolate, peppermint, gingerbread, mint, hazelnut, marshmallow flavour, salted caramel, and vanilla. Just a regular milk chocolate here. Tastes about how you'd expect it's a milk chocolate. Peppermint. Don't really taste pepperminty very much. I think I got a lot of cream, but it's good.
Taste this one first.
This is regular chocolate.
Yeah, it's just normal. How about this one?
Mint chocolate. Oh, peppermint, sorry. Is that hot?
Yes! Good though.
So something I want to say about the marshmallow one before I even make it. You can probably hear the kettle in the background as it's boiling. I opened it and the powder itself just smells like really strongly of marshmallow, which none of the ones I had yesterday did. So I'm actually quite keen to try that. Maybe it'll taste very different. We have hazelnut.
Hazelnut.
That's actually really nice. And marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
That actually tastes very marshmallowy. I wasn't expecting to taste that strong of marshmallow. That's actually a really nice one.
So since the marshmallow is mine, actually tastes like there's marshmallows in it.
But yeah, I decided to not add marshmallows in it in case it would have like made it more like the flavour. But now we have hazelnut.
That one's hot. Very hot.
Now you have a
Very hot, but very hazelnutty. Do you like it?
add some marshmallows in it now he's tried it without. There we go. We have the gingerbread one here. Now this did smell like gingerbread rather than just regular hot chocolate, kind of like the marshmallow one smelled like marshmallows, but it was nowhere near, sorry I had to push my glass up there, but it was nowhere near as strong. But here is a sip. Ooh, I'm not a big fan of gingerbread or anything. That's actually pretty nice. Has a very Christmassy feel to it. Unfortunately, Huey is not going to be tasting any of them on today's because, yeah, he is unfortunately ill, so he cannot taste them. Salted caramel first up.
It's mine!
Oh, that went everywhere. Oh no. With the sauce I have, it's like a Mars one, so it's like a caramel chocolate one. Thank you, I'll do it in a second. Double chocolate, it's just like the normal chocolate one, just more chocolatey. As I expected, still very nice. Salted caramel.
I'm gonna have a spoon. Tastes like salted caramel. Pretty good.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Damn. And double chocolate.
Tasted like you put double the amount of chocolate you should in it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know, they both taste the same.
That's fair. Vanilla. Doesn't really taste that vanilla-y. Mint. Tastes very similar to the peppermint one, to be fair. It's kind of what I expected.
So this is my hot chocolate, it's mint. I have a candy cane because I'm better. Literally just a peppermint. Yours looks quite nice. Do you agree?
No, it's not on looks, that's just like a personal choice thing. If you make these yourself, it wouldn't look the same, so. Now, obviously I didn't have them all at the same time. I had 2 at a time on most days because I tried mine and then my brother's, and then my brother also tried mine and his. I'm going to be the only one ranking here today. So I'm going to be starting from my least favourite to my most favourite, but I want to start off by saying none of these were bad. My least favourite was double chocolate. Not because it was bad, but because it was essentially the normal chocolate one, which again isn't bad, but I could just have the normal chocolate one. Not really much to say about it. I'll say probably more about it in the normal chocolate one because the same kind of applies. Which, coming in 8th place, is the normal chocolate one. Again, it's just a regular hot chocolate. Nothing bad, but I would rather have the brand I normally have, which is the Cadbury's one. I'm not sure what like the main leading brand of hot chocolate would be in like America because you don't have Cadbury's, but that's my go-to. And over the one I had, obviously all these flavors don't depend on just the flavors, but also the brand that makes them. My favorite normal brand that I would normally have is the Cadbury's one, and I do prefer that. I don't really know how else to describe it other than it's a hot chocolate. It's your cookie cutter, your basic. If you go to like a food stall at a Christmas market or whatever and you get a hot chocolate, it's like that, essentially. With the 2 more boring ones out of the way, I want to say in 7th place is mint. Again, it isn't bad. It's your generic mint hot chocolate. But it's not as good as the peppermint. It felt less minty. Again, just pretty generic. It tasted like not very minty. Like you could tell it was there, but it wasn't so there where it was that different from a normal hot chocolate again. I want to say also, by the way, all the powders of these were exactly the same colour. I expected them to be some of them being a shade lighter or some of them being a shade darker, but no, they all look the same. This was one of the ones where it didn't smell unique, it just smelled like regular chocolate powder, and that's kind of the first tell whether it's going to be a very flavourful difference compared to a regular hot chocolate, and this one just wasn't. Next, we have vanilla. Like the mint one, it really was a weak vanilla flavor in it. It didn't taste very much like vanilla. It's kind of the same like ranking as it, really. These can be kind of swapped interchangeably. It was nice. Again, nothing bad about any of these. It just wasn't the most amazing hot chocolate I've ever had in my life. It didn't taste like vanilla like you'd have in vanilla ice cream, I think, because vanilla ice cream, it's a lot more vanilla-y, whereas this is a hot chocolate, so it's like chocolate and vanilla. But I guess if you were to have a chocolate and vanilla ice cream, it's kind of how I imagine it would taste, but there'd be more chocolate than vanilla, I guess is the only way of really describing it. Next, we have peppermint. Now, straight up here, there's a big step up from the previous ones. I really like the peppermint one. When you opened it, the powder itself just smelled a lot more minty and nicer than it did for the regular mint. And when drinking it, it actually had a proper like taste to it. It wasn't just a hot chocolate with a very slight thing. It was a peppermint hot chocolate, which is something that I really, really liked about it. It was what the mint one was meant to be, essentially. It was so much better. Literally, like having a candy cane hot chocolate, essentially. And it was very nice. Next up, we have salted caramel. Now, this is just a kind of hot chocolate I normally really like anyway. It was hot chocolate, but it was salted caramel hot chocolate. Almost like a Mars bar-y hot chocolate. If you like Mars bars, you'd probably like this. Again, this is one of the flavors I really like. If I'm not having a plain hot chocolate, then it's probably usually this. But obviously, a different brand is what I normally have. In third place, we have hazelnut. I actually really like this one again. It's one of the ones, it didn't actually smell like with the powder, so I actually had quite low hopes for it, but then I sipped it and I was like, that's actually pretty good. I like hazelnut things, you know, I like Nutella, and I like cereal Crave, that's hazelnut, I'm pretty sure. But it was a hot chocolate, so I liked it. I don't know why I liked this one, because I think compared to the previous one, it was one of the more toned down ones, but it's one of the ones where it works in that sense. I think with hazelnut, because with like Nutella, you don't straight up taste nut. It's mostly chocolate, if you get what I mean. It was like that. It's like having a Nutella hot chocolate in a way, and I think maybe with a bit less of the nutty side. I think it's less nutty than than Nutella, but still to the point where you can have that hint of hazelnut in it. And I thought it was really nice because of that. Nutella still bangs though. Next up, we have marshmallow, and this one had the strongest smell out of any of them. I opened that, and it smelled like. Didn't even smell like hot chocolate powder and marshmallows. It just smelled straight up like marshmallows. I could get to like the marshmallows that were there and smell that, and then smell the powder, and they smelled pretty much the same. And that's literally what it was. It was if you get hot chocolate and get like marshmallows and melt them in, like get the mini marshmallows so they melt quickly, and then stir it in. It tasted essentially like that, but kind of better because you could taste the marshmallow a lot more in it. I actually really liked it, and if you have it with marshmallows, top tier. This was very clearly my little brother's favourite one. He wouldn't stop going on about how nice it was, so I obviously had to rank it high because of that as well. But that's not the only reason why I have, obviously, but it was a very, very good hot chocolate. Honestly, this was very, very hard to choose between this and the top one. But yeah, number one, we have gingerbread. I honestly expected to not like this. I'm not the biggest fan of gingerbread. I wouldn't go out of my way to eat a gingerbread man or whatever, because it's just not really my kind of thing. But I sipped this one, and I don't know how to describe it other than it was very festive. It tasted festive. This is what a Christmas hot chocolate in my head would have tasted like, and that's what I think probably part of the reason why I really liked it. I think because it's obviously not just gingerbread, it's still a hot chocolate at the end of the day. It also has that chocolate on it. I don't know how to describe this other than it tasted very festive. Like I said, I'm not really big on gingerbread, and I still liked it, which obviously gave it bonus points for me. I was expecting to just straight up not like it at all. But honestly, very good. And they were my rankings for some festive flavours of hot chocolate. Maybe I could do it again next year with some more different flavours and obviously different brands, because like I said, you could try these flavours, but you'd be having it with a different brand, so things won't be exactly the same. Because the ones with less flavour in them, that wasn't a problem with the flavour, obviously, that's just the brand. If I've got a different brand, maybe it'd have more flavour in it. This is my experience with that. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, cheers, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Christmas countdown video. Goodbye.